I don't know what part we on, but back to, I want to say, what do I make sure my phone charger? I want to say we gonna get off this subject with my child's mother. We gonna leave that where it's at, and we gonna jump into some other things. And basically, I'm gonna tell y'all about a situation. So, basically, my brother get locked up, right? And my brother get locked up, and a person came to court. A cop came to court and said, a cop came to one of his court dates and said a man confessed that he shot him, that my brother shot him. So, but this case ain't had nothing to do with his case. So they was, letting the judge that, somebody came forth and said he just shot him when he was home, and he locked up for a different crime right now. So when I got the phone call that motherfucker was snitching on my brother, the motherfucker told me who it was. I go grab the two closest niggas that I thought was my homies, and right, my cousin and my right hand. And this the same cousin that I was arguing with up my bro crib from a different hood. And we got in a little argument, and I said, I got more money than you. He said, well, you trust your girl. And he hit all that love without trust and shit like that. So this the same nigga I went on this mission with, like, we gotta get this nigga out of here. He snitching on bro. We gotta tag his ass. So now, nigga, we get the call. We know where he at. So we went up that joint looking for him. We get up there and we don't see nobody. So we walk back. And as we walk back, we see cops coming up the street. So we ran in one of my people's folks' crib. And in their yard, not in their crib, we hide it in the yard, and we put the guns inside the doghouse. And we sat in the dark. All the cops left. So now, as we in the cut, it's dark, I noticed one of my mans reach for the gun. He was in, it was like he was in a rush to get his gun first. You feel me? Out of everybody, like, you should have seen, like, it was a trigger. Like, he hurried up and snatched his motherfucking gun out the doghouse. Like, what the fuck you so nervous for? You feel me? So now we all get our motherfucking guns. So we go back up the street. We trying to see where the fuck is this nigga at. We know he up here somewhere. We gotta get him. So now we sitting, we playing it off. We got all black on. We in the cut, and my cuz said, "Yo, when we see him, you just gotta run down on him. We gonna shoot on him. Just run down on him. Just go ahead, run down on him." So we was like, all right, that's what we gonna do. Alright, so now it was like, we see this nigga coming down the street, but he don't even know we on his ass. He walking into a death trap. Like, he don't even know we on this nigga ass. And his mans came walking up the street, and that's what saved it. His mans came walking up the street trying to figure out what we was doing. He standing on the corner right next to us, but he know who we is. But he into it with my brother, but he don't know. He ain't looking at me like, he looking at me like I'm a young boy. I ain't on shit. They just three young boys with all black on. They 15, 16. They ain't on shit. So he looking at us like we ain't on shit the whole time. We about to get him out of here. So he's standing right there next to us, but we see his mans coming up the street. And his man stopped at the corner, and he just sitting at the corner, and his man's just staring at us. And he started rubbing his chin. And I could tell he was curious, like, what the fuck is y'all doing? See, the nigga that was snitching, that got shot, he wasn't paying attention. He don't know what the fuck is going on. He just looking at us like young boys. But the nigga that came up the street, he knew something wasn't right. He just staring at it like, I can't figure it out. But something ain't right about y'all motherfucking three. I can tell something ain't right. He rubbing his chin. That's all he looking at. He rubbing his chin like something ain't right. And I'm looking at him. I'm like sitting around. So I asked him like, where my bro at? Try to play it off. He came up here looking for bro. And I mean, he ignored me. And he just still sitting there rubbing his chin. He just rubbing his chin. He ain't even scared. He ain't running or nothing. He ain't even worried about his mans. Us three just sitting there staring at him, and he staring at us. We ain't even talking on. He just sitting there rubbing his chin like, I don't know what the fuck it is, but something ain't right. That's what he was looking at me like. And from that night, I never thought about it, but when I had my mental breakdown, I'm like, why was this nigga acting so nervous? I mean, or like my cuz telling me when I see him just run out there and run on, bitch, what you try mistaken shoot me? What one of y'all niggas try mistaken shoot me or something? Like the shit that I used to come to my mom and say, I can honestly say she probably did think I was delusional. But at the same time, I felt like if my brother came to her and told her that shit, she would have believed it. If my sister came to her and told her some shit, she would have believed it. It's just like, I don't know what the fuck it was. It's just like everything with her, I'm delusional, I'm crazy. And I still remember there was a lot of motherfucking situations like that. Like, I ain't gonna say my whole hood was on that same time, but it was definitely some fishy shit going on around that joint, man. I ain't gonna say everybody some fishy ass, grimy ass niggas around there. I can't stamp everybody like that, because it's definitely, I can't take real being away from a couple niggas around there. I can't take that away from some of them niggas, and I would never try to take that away from them because they earned it. You feel me? So I'm not gonna take their realness is their respect or challenge their credibility. You feel me? If I know they earned it, and if I know they solid. You feel me? So I would never attack them, especially if they didn't do nothing to me. Because a lot of there's a couple real motherfuckers around my hood that still motherfuckers speak to me to this day when they see me, and the rest of the motherfuckers my age don't speak to me. So, I mean, it was definitely some fishy shit going on around that joint, and I just wish I was more educated and people gave me game and just told me how shit was out here and kept me aware. And I swear I would have been ahead, and I'd have figured this shit out, and I wouldn't have been in this predicament that I'm in. Like, you can't put a nigga, you can't put your nigga in a game. Here I come.